Christmas in America or Christmas in Italy? Do the Italians do it better? Ciao a tutti, benvenuti e tanti auguri. To answer my question from before, no one does it better. In today's video, we're simply going to look at some differences between Christmas in Italy and Christmas in the United States. And also, I think it's important to remember that there are always exceptions, in the sense that I might mention something in today's video and somebody could say, no, we do that in America. No, we do that in Italy. You'll see what I mean. All right, let's start with everyone's favorite, food. Gingerbread houses. I really haven't seen that here in Italy, and I think it's more of a tradition in the United States, and probably other countries too. You can find panettone in the United States, and by the way, I'm not endorsing Motta, we just happen to have this brand here. But anyway, you can find it in the United States, but it's just not as prevalent around Christmas time as it is in this country. Pandoro or panettone? Actually, I made a video about that 2 years ago, and if you want to check it out, I have included the link in the description. Other Italian food delicacies at Christmas time are strufoli, ricciarelli, and torrone. There's also torroncini, which is like a smaller version of torrone. Torrone, in fact, is a Christmas food that I remember when I was a kid because my grandmother used to buy it, and I remember just it being so good. Torrone, quite simply, is a little nougat delight. The next one is something that I've only seen in the United States, and I don't think I've ever done it before. Maybe when I was a kid, but I don't remember. But this is leaving cookies and milk for Santa. So when I talked about this next one with a friend of mine here in Italy, the first thing he asked me was, do they do it for money? I thought, no, not at all, actually. And this is caroling. I really can't remember anybody actually caroling at my front door. Maybe they did, or I'm just too old to remember. But this is a cool American tradition, and I believe it still exists, and I hope it continues for many years to come. I think the average Italian might react badly if they open their door and if they see people singing Christmas songs to them. Ma che? They might think you're crazy. This next one is something that I have definitely seen in both countries, but as far as quantity and overdoing it, the Americans clearly win, and these are outside Christmas lights. I must say though, it really has caught on in recent years here in Italy, and I am starting to see people put more decorations outside their window and their balconies. However, in my opinion, the Americans are still more esagerato. Check this out and you'll see what I mean. All right, next we got eggnog, or in Italian, Zabaglione. I haven't seen it here in Italy at Christmas time. It might be an Italian tradition, but I think it's more prevalent in the United States. Somehow I doubt that the Italians do traditional eggnog like we do in the States. What I'm talking about is eggnog with a little bit of alcohol in it. This next one I simply must mention, and this is the US tradition of hanging stockings over the fireplace. The first time my wife came to the United States, she had never seen stockings before, and she was very surprised to see a stocking with her name on it. For those of you unfamiliar with this custom, we take advantage of the stockings to put little things inside them, and we call them stocking stuffers. Now, in regards to putting up Christmas decorations, traditionally the Italians do it this way. Officially and also unofficially, the Italian Christmas season begins on December 8th, which is the Immaculate Conception, and then it extends all the way up until January 6th, which is the Epiphany. The US, on the other hand, doesn't really seem to have a set date when they put up their Christmas tree and the decorations and then take them down. As a matter of fact, I have seen people take everything down the day after Christmas, and for me that's kind of sad actually. Next, let's talk about gift wrapping. From my experiences in the United States, this is something that you do with your family. You maybe set aside a Sunday afternoon in the month of December, I don't know. You spend the whole afternoon wrapping gifts, and then you take them and then you put them under the tree. And so this way you've got something nice to look at up until Christmas Day. If I've understood correctly, in Italy they tend to take the gifts to a store and then somebody else does it for them. I don't know, call me biased, but I prefer the American way. Speaking of January 6th, in Italy they have two Christmas givers, Santa Claus and the befana witch. So according to Italian tradition, the befana comes on the Epiphany and gives gifts to children just like Santa Claus does. I must say though, as an American, that was always a hard concept to grasp. Because for us, a witch only comes on Halloween, and so for me, Christmas is a time of joyfulness, not scary witches like in Halloween. But next, let's talk about board games and cards. Yeah, during the Christmas season and also the days leading up to New Year's, the Italians love to play cards and board games. One particular board game that comes to mind is Tombola, which more or less is the English equivalency of bingo, but it's a little bit different. Now, do Americans play board games and cards during the Christmas season? It depends on the family. God, it's a big country, so it's really hard to say. Some probably do, and some probably don't. In my family, we didn't. This next one is something that may be done both in Italy and in the United States, and this is going out and picking a real Christmas tree. We seldom did it in my family, and I think the reason why is because the needles were always a pain. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I've said everything. One last thing that I want to mention about food is the Italian tradition of eating lentils at midnight on New Year's Eve. I think that's pretty cool. Supposedly if you do that, it's supposed to bring you good luck. Lentils are grapes, actually. Do little Italian children believe in Santa Claus like we do in the United States? Of course they do. And the word for that is Babbo Natale. And finally we have gift-giving games. Quite simply, I think this is more of an American invention and I've never seen it in Italy. The only gift-giving game that comes to mind is something that we did in school, and this is called Secret Santa. If I remember correctly, this is when you buy a gift, and this could be for anybody, and then the gift that you received is something neutral, so to speak. I don't know, I just think it's a bit more uplifting when you open a gift and you know that that gift was specifically bought for you, like the person thought exactly what you might like. Granted, they don't always get it right actually, but it's a thought that counts. Oh, a tie! Thanks! So for this week's expression, let's talk about how you can wish somebody a Merry Christmas in Italian. There are multiple ways that you can do it, but the best word that you can use, and I like this one because it's very versatile, is to simply say Auguri. And translated, this means best wishes. I say versatile because you can use this word in many different occasions. For example, if someone has a baby, if somebody got married, if somebody maybe graduated from university, the list goes on. However, the most direct translation for Merry Christmas would be Buon Natale. You can also say Tanti Auguri di Buon Natale, which means many Christmas wishes. And then for New Year's, you would say Buon Capodanno. For those of you looking for something a bit more neutral and you just want to say Happy Holidays, then you can simply say Buone Feste. Comment time. So I would love your feedback on today's video. Are these traditions the same where you are? Are they different? Have I got it right? Have I got it wrong? Let me know. Thank you very much for watching today. I really appreciate it. And also make sure you hit the button for the YouTube algorithm and don't forget to subscribe. Also, tanti auguri di Buon Natale da parte mia, da parte della mia famiglia, alle vostre famiglie. Grazie, ciao.